Hi everyone, it's Karen. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and I always fail to mention that, and I'm trying to be good and get important information to you, which I really, even if I write it down, I don't say it right or do it right, but I'm going to try really hard. So, if you like anything that you see here or are interested, if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. And I would love to tell you that if you were my first customer, that I would spoil you rotten. And I can't say that because I have a first customer and I've already started spoiling her rotten. And I've decided that I will spoil all of my customers because it's not really fair. So we are today, so anyway, I started to say, you can shop for anything in my online store. It's scrapbyscrap.stampinup.net. And this is the exciting part. I am in the middle of making a blog. And I had a blog a long time ago, and it was really easy. I set it up myself. Now, it's not so much easy. However, you can find anything on YouTube, and I found this guy who takes you step by step, and so we're getting there slowly but surely. So anyway, this is what we're making, this guy and this guy, and I made this one yesterday, and the paper is from the Frosted Floral package, and it's trying to, like this paper, I know that's easily recognized. And I use this paper that has this on the back. And I am today going to be using from this set called How Sweet It Is Designer Series paper. And I am using this one, which is the back side of this one. And this really isn't my favorite paper line, and I'm trying to love it, and I'm finding I'm loving the back sides more than the front. But you may absolutely love the whole thing, and I think that's wonderful. So we are going to make those, well, not those two boxes. We're going to make a box just like it. And I have not put a sentiment on this because I just don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I know I'm sending one to my first ever customer, but I'm not sure which one. So we need to get out our scoreboard and get started. So I'm going to put you down. I'm going to grab a sip of soda, which we never called it soda. I live in Massachusetts, and it was always Coke. If it was like Orangeade or whatever, it was Coke. If it was Mountain Dew, it was Coke. We just said Coke. So, and then I started drinking Diet Coke, and my entire family wants me to quit. And my husband has been bugging me to quit since my kids were little. And I used to have to fill my coffee cup with Diet Coke because they would tattle. And they would say, Mommy drank Diet Coke for breakfast. And I don't know if everybody knows that Diet Coke is awesome with breakfast. You know, orange juice, sometimes if you're having like pancakes and you drink orange juice, that is not something, that's almost like brushing your teeth and then drinking orange juice. And let me just tell you this, my husband will drink a glass of lemonade and then without rinsing his cup, he will pour milk in it. I mean, oh. So this is the man telling me I shouldn't be drinking Diet Coke. So I love Diet Coke, and I'm going to drink it, and I'm not going to drink it out of a lemonade cup, I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, let me put you down and we'll get started. All right. So on our scoreboards, with the long side up first, we are going to score at 1 inch. Oops, a little off the track there. 5 1/4. 6 1/4. 10 1/2. And then we are going to turn, and we are going to score at 1 inch and 5 1/2 and 6 1/2. And that's it. I'm telling you, this is going to be the quickest box you've ever made. And it really is a good size. And I don't know if I said, this is my 4th time making this video. And I'm not sure if I said it then, but I don't know if I even showed you because I've done it so many times. But this box holds some Reese's peanut butter eggs and some little Kit Kat guys. And let me also tell you that it also could fit some Dove candy. And I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but plenty of Dove candy fit in that. And somehow it's all gone. Now I'm not going to say that I didn't have some, but it's gone. So it doesn't matter if it fit in there or not because we don't have it. All right, we're going to fold and burnish. And this is, I'm telling you, this is so quick. Like, it's perfect if you're on your way out the door. And because you can also store it flat and you really don't have, I mean, and then zip a couple of things of glue and you're good to go. So if you have an unexpected party or something to go to. All right, let me move my little numbers here. All right, so what we are going to do is this little section, we are going to cut that out. And why is this backwards? Hang on. Why are we upside down? Okay, well that's upside down, but that's all right because we have to cut that off the top anyway. So, as I was saying, let's go to the bottom and let's cut that little guy off and then wedge this long skinny line. And then we are also cutting off this and wedging. So we are left with just this little tab, and that's what's going to hold our box together. And then we are going to cut up, this is going to be the bottom of the box, so we're going to cut up each of these little score marks. And you don't need to wedge for this, or I never noticed that we needed to wedge. And then we're going to turn it so that it's the long way, and we are going to take everything off up to this one, to the 3rd score line. So we are going to start here and cut all the way, and then cut that off. And we don't need this. I will save it, don't worry. Okay, so this is the point where we will round our corners. And I used to sell Creative Memories, so I have these lingering pieces. I do have Stampin' Up corner rounder, but it's over there somewhere. All right, so you want to use, you know, kind of a heavy-duty glue here because it's really the only thing that is going to hold the box together. So fold that flap over and I'm going to use this tear and tape if I can find the end of it. And you're just going to put that right across there. I don't know why that ripped off, but okay. I have wanted this little trash can for so long. I just loved it and always wanted one. And my upline, we all get together once a month and make things, whatever. And she brought a bunch of stuff out. I think it was like at Christmas, and she was cleaning up, and she's like, "Oh, you know, everybody takes something. And I almost broke down in tears, and I took that little box, the little trash thing, and I was so excited. All right, so we are going to glue this right to there. I mean, I guess I should have just folded it over and made it easy. But basically, should you want to stop right here, you can store this flat, just like that. And then the only thing you have to do is pop it up and then put these guys in, fold the back and the front, and then it's good. So it's just like a really, really good box to have. So, again, I don't know what you're going to put in it, but we want to make sure that if it's something heavy, we don't want the bottom falling out, because that would, yeah, that wouldn't be good. Okay. So, because this is going to be the front, we want to make sure that this piece folds to the back. So we want this to be the one that folds up like that. Because I never understood when people said, okay, this is my back. And now I know what they mean. So first thing we're going to do is put a little bit on our little tabs. You can also use, I just wouldn't use snail. Just, you can use it to put your Designer Series paper on top of the box. I just would not use it for this purpose, because you just want it heavy duty, and snail is perfect for paper to paper. But when it's a box and you want everything to stay together, you don't want to take any chances. Okay. So, I also don't know if I said when I showed you this, that this Happy Easter, I know someone's going to ask where I got it, and I couldn't find anything Easter, and I really wanted it in the script and whatever, so it's from this. So I don't know if you might have this hanging around, and if you want to pull it out again, but it's called Easter Blossoms, and it's an older one. But like I said, I really just wanted a nice Easter, Happy Easter little sentiment. All right, so since we are going to then put the box forward, we can tape kind of just right where your tabs are, so that that's how it hangs on. And then let's do this and start ripping off paper. So I think since I bought the Easter candy and the Halloween, and the Valentine's Day candy, yeah, my dogs, they see one thing and the other two stop barking, even though they have no idea what the first dog is barking at. Oh, they're a treasure. Okay, one more piece on the back. And then we're going to fold the, oops. I'm going to take a minute and make sure that you're going straight on everything. And then because this has got something to glue on all the way across. Rosie, what are you barking at? Do you want to go in timeout? No, get off. Because in my dog's world, no one should walk down the street, even if they live here. And no one should get in their car. And I'm sure the neighbors probably have these weekly meetings asking what they're going to do about the Driscoll's dogs. And there's one of them that I would certainly offer up. In fact, the cable guy came because we're having trouble with our phone, but I was fine with it. The phone didn't ring. It would tell us who was calling on the TV, and I thought that was perfect. But my husband wanted it to ring, so now we get all these, you know, we've won a trip and a cruise, and my credit could be amazing with whatever it is. It's annoying. And, yeah, so I hope he's happy, because he's still home with his broken foot, which is a treat also. All right, so this is 4 1/4. So I am going to trim down to 4 inches even, and then it's 4 1/2, so I'm going to do 4 1/4. So I'm cutting 4, I don't know which way to go. Okay, so we're going 4 by 4 1/4. So 4 1/4. By 4, and this is going to go on the front of the box. I'll score it. And then we're going to need another one from the back, for the back. And you don't need it, but I think that you kind of do. So, while we are trimming, those ready, let's also get this paper ready for here. And this is also 4 1/4, and it is 1 1/2 inches. So let's see, 4 1/4 we got left over. So we're going to make that 4, and the 1 1/2 we are going to make 1 1/4 inches. And that is for this piece. And then for the next piece, I don't know if I should make it all connect. I think I will. Okay, so this next little piece is just about 1 inch, and it's the same width, which is 4 1/4. So, what did I say? An inch? It's 1 inch, so we're going to cut it 3/4 of an inch. Okay. So now we can start sticking the stuff on. So this is your back, and this is going to come over, sorry, like this. So let's do the front first so we can plan our paper to just match up. And I think that's that. And then we have the piece for the top. And then let's get the back done. So for this, I'm just going to use my snail, or I was going to use my snail if I knew where it was. So I guess I will be doing my Mighty Scotch, which I do love. It's it adheres really well, and if you put it somewhere by accident and you're out of undo, which I gotta make that video because you will be amazed. It's perfect, and you can rub it right off, which is great. Okay, so we are sticking this guy right on there. And we're going to do our front. Let's match up our paper again. Make sure it's going the right way. Is this one right? Yes, that way. So, let me think what's been going on in my life. Yes, my husband's been home since January 28th. Broke his foot at work. And he has a doctor's appointment coming up. Oh, we got around this corner. I think it's the 20th of March. And then he will know if he can go back to work, which I have full confidence that's going to happen. But it's really been hindering my work, or at least my playing in this room. But we did go out to, oh, this is exciting. We went out to IKEA the other night, and I bought 4 more of the Alex straws. I'll have to show you one that I already have. And so they're going to go behind me where these brown wooden ones are. And I think I was going to store those downstairs and put extra supplies in it, but my husband seems to think I'm going to get rid of all my extra things. He's just so cute when he says these things. Let's see, we are going to match this up. Okay. Now, we are, if I shouldn't say that unless I know where I can find them. See, lost already. I would normally be putting magnets on here to close this. And I just want to stress that you do not want to do that if you are giving these to children. Use Velcro or, you know, whatever. You can make a little notch and tuck it in, but you don't want to give magnets, because even if they're old enough to know better, kids are curious. And yeah, so I really wouldn't go crazy with that. All right, so until I find my magnets, we could just, I know they were here. And I will write down where I get them from, and I get them at eBay. And they're just gone. This is why I've ordered 4 or 5 sets. See, they come in this little bag. And I said, oh, I don't need the bag. I just stick the magnets. Oh, I know where I stuck them now. Ta-da. I found them. I will write down the woman's name from... See, they're very powerful. Let me shut this. And you try and pull one away, and it wants to take the rest with you. And, you know, if you're just too close... All right. When I forget where those again are, they're on my... Do you guys get paper pumpkin? Because this is what I had them stuck to. And I got this... Oh, I did it the right way. I got this on Amazon, I think, or eBay. And they're not on the right side, but... Anyway, you can flip them up. And I also did make a handmade one. I think I showed it on my last video, if you want to check that out. All right, so now that we have our magnets, I have not had luck with the magnets staying on with the glue dots, but I'm willing to give it another chance. All right, so before you put it on, you want to make sure that your magnets are attracting to each other and not repelling. So let's put this one on here. And then you put them together. And then you give it another glue dot. Maybe I'll give it 2, just to cover the whole area. And then I put them both together on the top. Then I make sure that I feel like everything's lined up. And then I just push. And you just need it enough so that you can separate it and just squeeze these little guys. And if you find they're too powerful, just cut a circle that goes over it so that they don't, these seem to, I don't have a problem, but other people have. And I'm just noticing how crooked this top is. So we are going to take it off with undo. And this is what undo is. And it's 100% safe for all of your pictures and your paper. And all you do is stick the little black thing underneath, and you let some of the stuff just pour out, and you just slide it until it comes off. Then it will dry, and we'll put it right back. It's an amazing product. And you just roll off your old tape. Or if you don't have tape, this tape will get sticky again. And you don't have to worry about it. But since some was left on, I'm going to have to put a little back on. So while that's drying, let's make a butterfly. So I think I am going to go with go with lipstick. Lovely lipstick. But it's MIA right now. So we are going to go, oh, what's this one? Flirty Flamingo and Daffodil Delight. That, I guess I didn't have one of these. Although I probably do and I just can't find it. And it always shows up after I take the plastic off, so it should be coming around anytime. All right. So we need a stamping block. And I like this guy right here. So these are the stamps that come with the Butterfly Gala or Gala. And to go with those, you get the Butterfly Beauty Thinlits. And I just want to show you how many thinlits you actually get. Because you think, oh, okay, look. There's the butterflies, and this will cut them out. But, no, that's not it. You take this first page off, and you get this whole page. And, like, this is one big little I haven't used it yet. But this is one big, huge cluster of butterflies. Isn't that beautiful? And when I first got this, I had no idea this was here. On the second, I didn't know there was a second page, and I just kept saying, oh, all right, where do you think she's getting that butterfly? And here it is, just sitting here. All right, let's see. Which one do we want? I don't know what happened with my butterflies. My little... Let me see if I have my punch, because I might have to use that. Okay, well, I can't find it, so I'm just going to fussy cut it out. So let's stamp it, and then we shall proceed to fussy cut. All right, so this is the guy we want. Here, and these like really sometimes get wiggly, and they can get crooked, especially when there's two connected. So just kind of throw it down and let it sit there for a second while you grab some very, I guess Whisper White paper, and all we have to do now is pick it up, and I'm going to go with Flirty Flamingo. Oh, I think our top is ready to finish, so let us, I just saw my snail a second ago, there it is, so let's just put some more tape on there. And now we can re-stick it without a problem. So I am going to do a full demonstration on the Undo, because Mark over at Undo gave me a couple of bottles to give away for prizes. So we got to do that. I was going to wait until I had my 1,000th subscriber and have like a big shindig and give away a bunch of stuff, but that's taken a while, and I don't want him to think that I am not giving away the stuff. I didn't just keep it for myself. So, yeah, so I got to do that. So maybe next, although I have 2 more projects, and one I got to do before Easter. So, all right. So normally you would have your punch, but I can't find it. And I would also have my little pair of scissors, but I can't find that. And not everybody can get the dies every time. I know I can't. And I have to be on some kind of a budget. And I'm going to make that budget any day now. And I do try and kind of behave. But like, you know, all these catalogs came out. And then, you know, the occasions catalog came out. And then the free stuff. And if you don't know about that, if you spend $50, for every $50 that you spend, you can pick items out of our celebration catalogs. And they have free paper and free stamp set. We did have free ribbon, but that sold out. But there's paper left and all kinds of stuff. And if you go onto my not my website, that's not done yet, my shop on Stampin' Up, which is scrapbyscrap.stampinup.net, if you go there, you will find all that information on how you get the free stuff and when it starts and when it ends. And I will also put all that down below with all the information. All right, so there's our butterfly. And I'm just going to use a blender pen with my Daffodil Delight. And you can also use it right after you stamp to kind of pull the color from that outline of the stamps. Let's just color the yellow. I don't know if this blender pen was as clean as it should have been, because this is not looking very clean and yellowy, but we'll carry on. But these blender pens, this doesn't happen to be a Stampin' Up one, but I just love them. You don't have to worry about the water to clean it off before you put a new color. You just rub it around, and you can use whatever color you want. I think I will use Coastal Cabana, and I just tap it in the corner. I don't think this is going to be a very attractive butterfly, but I got a little flustered when I couldn't find my punch. So we'll just gotta go with it. And you know, when you make yours, it'll be beautiful. And I will definitely take this off my package and make another one. And let's use some of the Party Flamingo. There is this new way, and it doesn't work for me on every stamp pad, where you push on the back and it pops up. Make sure that's clean. And just color. See, because I could sit and color all day, but I don't want to make this a 5-hour video. I just feel that's not fair to you, who has to listen to me. Stick some more blue in the center. This is some kind of butterfly. Excuse me. And we'll go back into Daffodil Delight and just finish that up. Yes, this is one ugly butterfly, but I'm going to go with it and fix it later. All right, so then I just like to bend it up, get a glue dot, stick that in the middle, and then just put it there. Granted, remember, we will be taking this one off and make a new one, but I just wanted to show you how many different ways you can make it. And if you had kids that you were making it for and you wanted to use the candy side of that, the whole sweets package, then, you know, by all means, use that paper up. But anyway, so this is my project for the day. And I appreciate you coming by, and I hope you come back. So have a great day. Bye-bye.